Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're here at MetroEast Community Media in Gresham. And now we're going to be talking with an organization that works with one of my favorite things in the world, and that's books. This is a Friends of Multnomah County Library. We have with us Jason Green, the sorting room manager at Friends of Multnomah County Library, and Sho Roberts, you're his assistant.
Yes.
Okay, so nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So tell me, how did you both get involved with Friends of Multnomah County Library? You've been there, what, about a year, you said, I think? We were talking earlier?
Yeah, we started last spring.
You started at the same time?
Yep, we started at the exact same time.
Wow.
Yep.
You're still putting up with each other this much later.
Well, if you aren't familiar with the Friends of the Library, that's a great organization, and
How long have they been around? Has it been
since 1972.
Oh, wow. That's a
So
while.
quite a while, over
Yeah.
40 years, I believe.
Yeah.
And
And so why was it started?
it was started to help support library, to get stable funding, and to advocate for the support of the library.
Oh, good. Okay. So so is that still the mission of Friends
It
of
is.
the Library?
Yep.
Okay. So what kinds of things do you do? Do you have to go down to Salem and and petition for things, or how do you go about advocating? And
Well, I don't know
supporting?
if you remember the levies that would come up, and so each year people would have to vote to help fund the library, and so we would advocate for the library to help secure the solid funding.
So do you actually work with public officials, or do you just work with the public trying to educate them about?
Work with the public through our sales is our main sort of advocacy thing. So we sign people up for memberships, and they'll get our newsletter, and we put signs up in people's yards and all that kind of stuff.
So if people are big readers or supporters of the library or big books, and it's not just reading, I mean, the library has so much to offer now.
So many programs.
Right.
Yeah, that if people are, they support that, then being a member of Friends of Multnomah County Library might be a good place to show their
Right.
support
It'd
for
be
that.
great, because also Friends of the Library helps the library through helping with page turners and giving money for different programs.
Okay.
that Can for. So if you do page turners, then you're.
Well, tell us about page turners.
Page Turners is kind of it's a book club that takes place at different library branches, and it's basically that's what it is, book club.
And is this for all ages, or is it?
All ages,
Yeah,
and
all
every
ages.
library has them at different times. So you can go and check to see if your local library, when it is, and if that one doesn't work with your schedule, you can check to see other library branches and see what they have it.
And there's libraries everywhere, so
Yes.
it's like I just moved, and it's like, okay, I know where the library is there. I'm good. It's one of the first things you have to check out.
Right. Once you
Right.
find your local library, you feel like you're more at home, you're more settled
Okay,
in your
okay, here's my
neighborhood.
post office, here's my library, here's my grocery store. I'm good. So, what are some of the other programs that you particularly like? How about you, Sho? What are some of the things that you really find worthwhile and that are important to keep in the library system?
The library system. See, I'm still new to Portland. I just
Oh, are
moved
you?
here
Okay, so you
right
haven't
when
had
I
years of
started,
it
so
like
I still
I have.
I'm learning more things about it. But when I work, we work with a lot of volunteers, and they talk about the page turners, and then everybody reads and go into the discussions, and they kind of have their own discussions about the main book, like residue years.
Well, I just
Right now,
Yep,
Yeah.
so those
I
are the
just started
great
reading
things
that.
Oh,
is
good,
hearing and
good.
being part of is that our volunteers who help us, who are also kind of then helping the library, but then they're part of the library too by going to the page turners and going to residue years, and those are the things that I think is great, is having those book clubs that the library puts on
people
for.
talk about it, and then they
Yeah.
spread the word.
And there's different kinds of book clubs throughout
Yeah.
the different
So
libraries
if you
too.
have different
Tastes.
interests
Yeah.
and tastes, yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Did you grow up in this area, Jason?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, so I grew up in Milwaukee and then have lived in Portland pretty much all my adult life. So I grew up going to the library, always going to the library. It was Clackamas County out in Milwaukee, but yeah, always had that library card. It was a big deal. I remember taking my kids. The first time you get their library card, and it was such a big deal. And they got to pick out their own books. And how exciting. So now that summer is not that far away. I mean, we've had
right
some
around the corner.
I know we've had some weather that feels really summer-like. It makes me really excited. That's a time when a lot of people catch up on their reading. I don't know why, they just seem to have more time. Even if you're still working the same amount of hours, you just want to spend more
Sure.
time outdoors. And people,
Yep.
well, I always have a book with me, always, you know, in my purse, in my desk, whatever.
Good.
But, you know, even if you don't, it's always nice to get some good summer books. And sometimes people like the lighter books during the summers, you know, when they go on vacation. But you have a sale coming up that might be a good time to stock up on some
That's
books.
a great time to stock up.
Yeah. So tell me about the sale that you have going on.
The sale is going to be the weekend of April 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Okay.
It'll be located Gresham Station Shopping Center.
Okay. And anybody that's in East County knows where that is.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's just a block from the Mac stop there.
Right.
So
like
it's easily
right
accessible.
on the stop, yeah.
Yeah. The Friday night, it's open from 6 to 9, and that's for members only. That's sort of
okay.
members only night.
Oh, so they get first pick.
they get
There's an
first
advantage
pick.
there
Yeah.
to being a member.
I'll say that we have one of the best used book sales in Oregon,
Really?
and it's probably the most organized.
Really?
And it's
So you guys are good, in other words.
We're very.
yeah.
We go through, we look at the books, we pick the quality of the books, and then we put it into different categories. So if you're looking for a certain, if you have different interests, you're able to go to that category and then look for those books instead of looking through every single book to
yeah.
find that one
The
book
piles
that you
and piles
might
in a
interest.
bin
Yeah.
or something. So how is it set up? How is it, I mean, is it in the parking lot?
No,
is it
this is-
is
this-
it in stores where?
This is we rent a space in the shopping center.
Okay, so they have
it's
an empty-
inside.
yeah,
Yep,
okay.
it's inside, and it's open Saturday 9. What is it? 9 o'clock it opens, I think.
I don't have the date, but I
9
bet
to
you
6.
can find it for me.
9 to 6.
9 to
and
6 on
Sunday
Saturday.
from 10 to 4 p.m.
Okay. And those Saturday and Sunday for anybody?
Yes,
Anybody
anybody.
come?
I'll say that the memberships, we do sell memberships at the door
Right,
Friday
okay.
night, and they're very reasonably priced.
Okay, and if people want more information on that, they could probably go to the website.
Yep, they can
Yes,
go to the website.
yes.
Okay, good. So, so people go to the Gresham Station. There will be signs, I assume, showing them.
They'll be
Oh,
leading
yeah.
we have arrows leading
have,
you to the
good.
store.
Signs, it's
Good.
true.
Now, this picture, this isn't one of the sales.
This is one of our sales. yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's so many.
I know. We'll have approximately 20,000 books at this sale.
Wow, I am impressed. Now, are these books all from 1962, or do you have newer
No.
books?
Nope,
No,
we have
these are-
bestsellers. Some people, because all of our books we get are donated from the public. So we go
Yeah.
through that and they donate bestsellers. We have range. We have antique books. We have,
Really?
the
So you
newest
have
book,
everything.
paper. We really do have everything.
Yep.
You sent a little clip, a little video clip, and maybe they can show that. That was pretty cute, kind of showing the books that you have, and,
Yeah.
and maybe they can bring that up for us while we're talking about it. But I am so amazed you have that many books, and
It's a lot of books, and we sort through them throughout the year. We have
say, that's
2
gotta be a
sales a
year-long.
year. We have 2 sales a year. So there's spring sale, and then in the fall we have a even larger sale.
oh really? Oh, so
Yeah.
this is the little one.
So this is small.
this
this
is
is
a-
smaller, but it's still the same quality of
Yeah.
books.
How many books do you get at the other one?
Probably 3 times as much. Really? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, check it out. There's.
This might be a
there you
little
go.
dizzying, but
Whoa,
this
look
is
at
just
And we have
through lots of them.
the popular fiction. We have mystery. We have paperbacks, hardcover.
even some of those I can actually catch the
History.
titles.
A lot of
of, you know, 'cause-
history, biographies,
Mm-hmm.
books on music, a lot of great art books.
Pretty much
A lot
everything.
of great children's books. It's a great resource for
children's books,
teachers,
yeah.
Yes.
for educators, if they're looking for cheap
Yeah.
books on a tight budget.
Or if you own a daycare and you got kids coming
Yeah,
in, or you
yeah.
got.
You
or,
own one of the free
or-
libraries.
And it's not just books,
Yeah.
Monica. We have DVDs,
Oh, you're selling those too?
CDs, audiobooks. It's
Ooh, really?
a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm,
And also on Friday and Saturday, we have a collector's corner, which is where we have the higher priced books that
That
are
are actual-
antiques, that are out of
Yes.
print, that are worth money.
Signed copies, maybe?
Signed
Oh,
copies,
signed copies.
Really?
ephemera, records. We have that as well available.
You'd be amazed at what people donate because all these books are just given to us and donated.
Which
And-
makes much higher profit level.
Well, yeah,
Which
and
we
all
then
the,
give to the library.
the
Yeah.
funds go to support the library.
So are they earmarked for any particular thing, or you just give them to the library and let them decide where they most need the money?
The funding?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, but
I bet they
I think
just,
they ask for
Yeah.
when they need certain amounts. They
Yeah.
ask our board, and they're able
I
to
can
get
tell you
there.
that in the past 5 years, we've made from the sales $550,000.
Wow. Now, this
about-
isn't just in Gresham. This is,
No,
right.
this is
Where,
this
how
is
many
Gresham and
places do you do
Portland.
this?
We do this sale twice a year.
Okay.
We
Like, for
also-
example, this one is in Gresham. Is there one also in Portland at the same time? Or
No,
or
the one
a
in
different
Portland is
time?
in the fall. in
Oh,
October.
okay. Oh, I got it. So this one,
Yeah.
okay, so this is the one. The spring one is here in Gresham. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, this will be fun. I can't wait.
It's a good time, and we make it a lot of fun. It's mostly volunteer run, and a lot of the volunteers, it's an army of volunteers that help.
Really is.
How
that
many
put this
volunteers do you
on.
need for something like this?
Oh,
We go through.
it's hundreds of volunteers.
Really?
And we have volunteers in our sorting room because it takes us the whole year to just prepare for
I
these
can
sales.
imagine.
And so we have volunteers that have been with us for 15 years.
Wow.
That
People
help
like
us
books.
sort through the books, organize them, categorize them, box them up for these sales.
Wow. That sounds like fun, though. It sounds like a fun
It's
time.
super fun.
It's a lot of fun.
So, as far as volunteer work goes, sorting is obviously something they can do. What other kinds of things would you have for volunteers to do, like throughout the year? Do you have other opportunities?
Well, throughout the year, we have a store. Our Friends of the Library store is at the Central Library in downtown Portland. We also have an online store
Oh, okay.
that we started a few years back, and that's
Look
been
at that.
really successful. If people are interested in volunteering for the Friends, I suggest they go to the website
Okay.
and look under How to Help,
Okay.
and they can see a list of our opportunities.
Good.
The largest needs are during our sales.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so that's
yeah.
when we need
So if
most
they want to
people.
just, get right in there. Do you still have a need, or are you pretty well?
Oh,
you're
we-
pretty well.
No, you can always take a
can
look
check
and
it out.
sign up.
Yeah.
What's great is that even for the sales, we have certain volunteers who volunteer at every single sale. So it's kind of like you see your friends again, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah.
And they come back
Hey.
every year. It's a
Did
good
they
time.
go to the one in Gresham and the one in Portland?
Some-
yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So what's your favorite part about show? Tell me what's your favorite part about being with Friends of Multnomah County Library?
My favorite part is working with the volunteers
Yeah.
and being able to kind of relate with them on books. And they're a lot of older than I am, so I'm able to get like life lessons as well, and
There
then
you
talk
go.
about everyone talks about like what they just read and what they recommend, and having that atmosphere while we're getting the books ready for the sale. And that's
Kind
my
of a
favorite
stimulating
part.
atmosphere, I would think. and
It
it's,
really
you know,
is.
Yeah. So, so what? Are you a big reader?
I am a big reader.
Are you too?
Yes.
You kind of. I imagine if you weren't
kinda
when
have to
yeah,
be.
if
You
you weren't
have
when
to
you
be.
started, you would end up being
Yeah.
a big reader.
You have
You
to
have to
love
have
the
that
books.
love for books
Yeah.
to be wanted to be surrounded by books throughout your
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah.
you're working. Is
I'll
basically.
be checking out the children's section since I have a new grandbaby. I was like,
yeah.
I
You-
need to get
you
it
can
got
get
to
some
set up here.
Great
Great
kids
kids'
books
books.
at
Yeah.
amazing prices.
So,
All of our books are
and,
amazing
if people are
prices.
smart, they'll go do their Christmas shopping now,
Right.
or whatever holiday they're
Yeah.
going to be,
And if you're really
birthdays,
smart,
whatever.
you're gonna go on Friday and get that membership in line.
There you go.
You're gonna
That's
get
right.
the first look, the best view, and when the tables are emptying, we're always putting more out. So there's always replenishing to everything that we have out if there's able to.
Throughout the weekend. And Sunday is half off of everything left. 50%.
God, there's all these good reasons
So-
for going.
And it's just a feel good, the money goes towards the library. So,
yeah.
you know,
So no matter what, you
no
can
matter
feel
what,
good about what you're
you
doing.
can feel good about it. Yep.
I like that. I like that. So during the year, if you're sorting the books and you find one that you really want, do you take it and then read it and then bring it back, redonate it?
Sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But a lot of time we purchase them too. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
always excited
yeah.
for the sales and seeing what we have available. And even though I've seen these books before, I always leave with a box myself full
I
of
bet
books.
you do. I bet you do. What other things? If you are a Friends of the Library supporter and you are have paid your membership for that, are there other advantages? Obviously you're supporting the library, which is the main thing. But are there other advantages or other things that come with that membership
Sure,
besides
yeah.
getting first dibs on the books?
Yeah, you not only get into that first night, members only night, you'll get our newsletter.
Oh, okay.
I believe you get a discount at our store
Okay.
at Central Library.
Well,
And you get invited to things like our annual meeting where we'll have an invited guest speaker and
Oh, I bet that would probably be
some good
some
food.
good
Yeah.
I probably have a lot of good speakers here. Probably authors and,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Well, that sounds good. Well, I would encourage people to check that out, and I will be looking for you on the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Will you both be there all 3 days?
Oh yes,
Yep.
we help
Oh,
manage
yes.
the sales and make
Yeah.
sure everybody behaves themselves.
Well, that doesn't sound like fun. No. So, before I let you go, what's the most important thing that people should know about this sale coming up?
It's where the wild books are.
Oh, there's a theme. That's right.
There's our
Tell me
theme.
real quick about the theme.
That's our theme. Where the wild books are. It's a little play on Maurice Sendak's children's
Where the
book
wild things
and
are, yeah.
Cheryl Stray's Wild.
Which is
And
Portland.
Yep.
and-
All
yeah.
the books we brought here have wild in the
Well, yeah,
title.
let's take a look at some of these books just
And
to
these
get
are
an
kind
idea.
of a little thing of so we have paperbacks available.
So this is The Call of the Wild and White Fangs, that
Yep,
cover,
in
which
classic
is a
books.
classic book. So we have a classic book,
Yep, and we have Wild.
which is Cheryl Strayed,
I've-
which is a new movie out and
Yeah,
all that.
very
So this is
popular,
a
very
very popular
popular.
book. So this is a fairly new book. I mean,
Yeah.
this is and it's
yeah.
in great shape. And
It looks like you could just go to a
Yeah, it looks
new
like-
bookstore, right, and
I
purchase
could
it.
pawn this off as having just bought it at Barnes and Noble or something.
Exactly.
Into the Wild. I read this one. Good book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's a national bestseller.
I have one.
Why don't you show it? Why don't you
This
hold
is the
up some
Wild Trees, and
books? Wild Trees.
so we have books about nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a different version of Into the Wild?
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
the
we
same?
just,
Oh,
lots of wild books.
okay. What else do you got going here?
Books about hiking and wildlife in Oregon,
wild.
Washington. More wild animals, wild minds. Lots of
Wild,
wild animals.
Wild Minds. This is a lovely.
What animals are really think?
I love that.
We have lots of books on Oregon, and look, this has never been opened.
Oh,
This is
wow.
a brand new book, and people donate
Oregon
this stuff
Wild,
to us.
Endangered Forest Wilderness. This would be
So-
a great book to give to somebody that lives in another state and wants to visit, and you want to encourage them to come check it out.
Right. The wildflowers.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
Lots of gardening books.
Lots of
really?
good-
Oh, good,
Tons of good
okay.
gardening books. Tons of good cookbooks too. We have
Ooh,
a
yeah.
large cookbook section. Lots of kids books.
The Wild.
Lots of great kids books.
Okay, good. And Wild Park.
And
Geez,
then
look at the
just
huge book.
Big books like this. Isn't
That's
this
a
great?
coffee table book there.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Well, this is great. Good stuff. So, if you want to stock up for your summer reading, or buy your gifts for the holidays, or just want to peruse and have a good time going through the books, this is where the wild people are going to be.
Yeah.
17th, 18th, and 19th. Thank you so much, Jason and Sho, for coming
Thanks for
today.
having us.
Thank you.
If people want more information about the Friends of Multnomah County Library or about the sale, be sure to go to their website, and the information should be on your screen. And don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.
Coming here to shoot my documentary was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera one.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera two.
Very professional, experienced people.
You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera three. Take three.
You don't have to be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.